What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one I want to give you guys a quick update on Tesla, spying video, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers, and then break down some big news involving Elon Musk. But let me first say that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull and deposit $500, you're guaranteed 20 free stocks. If you deposit $25,000 or more, you're guaranteed 75 of them. And the offer ends very soon in just about 8 days. Anyways, I want to talk about this news right over here. So Elon Musk was supposed to go to India. They planned this trip, but instead he has delayed the trip because he said that there's a lot of other obligations he has for Tesla. There's a lot of work that has to be done right now as Tesla's seeing declining sales in China. Not to mention the fact that they just cut their prices, at least throughout the different markets in the US, also in Europe, not to mention China. So it's very, very important news. So with them doing this, earnings is coming up very soon. It's going to be happening tomorrow after the market closes. Musk has a lot of work to do right now, so he's saying that for the time being, he's going to be continuing to do important work for Tesla. But later on during the year, he says that he will be visiting India. So it's not the end of the world. This is actually what he tweeted right over here. This picture of him and then the Prime Minister Modi of India. He said, unfortunately, very heavy Tesla obligations require that visit to be delayed, but he does look forward to going later this year. So once again, that's what he tweeted. In my personal opinion, it's not the end of the world. I mean, I would have loved to see Elon Musk go to India and kind of discuss policy and such like that. He also announced that there's going to be a $2 to $3 billion investment to be made in India. So he is still very, very committed to that. It's not really changing. And that's still great news for Tesla. It's just that, a lot of things are going on for Tesla right now. It's part of why the share price is down. And we have earnings coming up very soon. So Musk is pretty busy. It's completely understandable. And then we'll just have to see when he ends up going in the future. But he will be going some other time this year. So with that being said, Tesla's in a very, very critical place. We have resistance right here in this 142 zone and 144, very close to the hourly 20 EMA. We have support at 140. Tesla got a nice pop and drop going back and forth between supply and demand for the entire day. I think we're just going to continue to do that for now. It doesn't matter what Tesla does. What matters more is what's going to happen during earnings. So I would say just wait for earnings before we see any big moves. And that's going to be key for the timing. Otherwise, it's kind of stuck. Now, SPY and the QQQ are in a very different position. Okay. What's worth noting is the fact that we're trying to see a reversal. It's trying to reverse because this high right here has broken this high. So we made one higher high relative to this high. But the question is, will we make another higher low after this? And let me explain. So if we're truly about to reverse, will SPY do this? Make this high here, make a higher low, and then start pushing a higher. But if we end up collapsing and we fail, excuse me, and we end up coming down to fill this gap down here, this could still remain bearish, and there's still that possibility that this chart could continue, lower, make a lower high here, and then just continue to fall to lower levels. So we'll just have to wait and see. Do we establish a higher low and start to bounce? Do we end up retracing down to like 499, maybe a little bit lower, maybe retest this support right here at 498 and then bounce? Or do we end up just collapsing? We'll just have to wait and see. If we get that bounce at 498 and start pushing again and break this high, the trend is shifting. SPY is trying to bounce. We're getting confirmation of that. If that ends up happening, we're still waiting for that. Same thing on the triple Q. The triple Q is trying to break out right here. The reason why I'm talking about this break is we broke this high right here on the triple Q already. We approached the resistance at the 50 EMA. Watch and see if we retrace to about 417 or so, which is where we had the breakout. If we retrace here and then bounce, and then we break past the 421 area, the 50 EMA, then we can start pushing even higher to 425 plus. So there is potential in the QQQ to push higher. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Wait and see if we get that bounce. That's going to be key. For Nvda, it's trying to turn right here. I'm seeing some signals as we've made two higher highs and higher lows. So it looks like it's going to be pushing into the 800s, at least to 812.5 by tomorrow, most likely. So I'm going to be looking for a push up again. This could help the QQQ. There is potential in this chart. If we end up losing 780, we could turn back to bearish, but it hasn't done that right now. It looks more bullish. Apple's also trying to break out. Testing this high here, making this low. If we establish a higher low, if we hit 166 and then bounce again, and then go all the way up to at least 167.5, so come down and bounce up here, that's going to be a bullish signal, and Apple could start pushing slowly towards 170. So that could also help the markets if we get confirmation. We have big earnings coming out very soon that's going to affect the markets, not to mention other factors. So we will see if we get confirmation by tomorrow. But as of right now, I'm going to be watching for all these different things. With that being said, guys, that's your quick update on Tesla and also the share price. Share price is kind of stuck right now. It could turn later on if we manage to break past 144, but we haven't done it yet. It might just remain in this range for today, and then later on tomorrow, there is potential for it to try to do so as we have this gap to fill. But even if Tesla does push a little bit, it's just a few dollars. It's nothing compared to what's going to happen after earnings come out. So that's going to be the biggest driving factor for Tesla for the short term. All right, so with that being said, thank you for listening. I'll see you guys very soon in a few hours, and peace out.